Welcome to Game to Love podcast.
We're back again for episode 4, and as you can see, the Australian Open's well underway. Ben's getting really into it and involved.
My name today is Benno.
I'm not sure if I'm convinced with the look.
This is going.
I love the effort.
In my eyes.
The furthest I could go is yellow for Ashley Barty. That's about it. Yellow for the Australia.
Well, at least you've made some sort of effort. I'm getting poked in the eyes every 2 seconds by these things.
So let's get started then, I guess. Australian Open started up. You staying up late or are you sleeping? Or what's the situation?
Tried to stay up late for a couple.
Mate, I'm shattered. I'm so tired.
I think I made the second set and then I conked out, mate.
Yeah, every single night I'm like, oh no, I've just got to have an early night tonight. I've got work early. I can't be bothered. I'm not going to stay up. I'm gambling on a few of them, so I'm like interested to see how it's doing or whatever, and then just get hooked into it, mate. It's so good.
Tell me about it.
So much fun, honestly.
I know,
I'm loving it.
I
am loving it, and wait, I don't even know where to start. I feel like we've not had a podcast for a bit, and a lot's happened. There's been a lot of tennis played, so
we've
got a lot to talk about.
A lot to talk about. God, can't wait.
Start us off.
Let's get into it. This is just distracting me. Gonna take that off.
Take it off. Actually, no, put it back on.
I'm gonna put it there, just for now.
Yeah, that's all right.
There you go.
Nice.
We'll have the Australia thing, maybe.
I don't know if they see it.
You probably won't see it. Never mind. So yeah, biggest news I think of the first round. Your pick for
my wild
outsider.
Card.
Yeah, your wild card, Shapovalov, mate. What happened?
If I'm honest, I've seen it. It looks like he just made too many unforced errors. I don't know what he was playing at. I think in the bookies he was so short his odds. He was a massive favourite to win against Martin, but at the end of the day, Fucsovics played very well. Played some really good tennis. Very solid.
Another one of your favourites.
Yeah, so. No, I really like Martin. He's one of my favourite players. Like, I remember when I first joined this company, like we started talking about tennis, and when I actually realised you liked tennis.
The first player.
He was the first player I mentioned in terms of like a guy I really liked watching.
Indeed.
He's been around for a bit. Good player.
Very.
And it sort of got us talking, and that's why I don't think we'd be here today without the little Martin chat. So
that's it, Martin.
Thanks to Martin Fucsovics for making us here today.
The guy that you kept referring to as, he's well old, like 27, isn't he?
Yeah, that's before I knew how old you was.
Yep. All right. No one needs to know that. But
I think Shapovalov made too many mistakes. Martin
Yeah.
was so strong, consistent, was getting everything back. And at the end of the day, mate, to be fair, he was well deserved of the win. I don't think it was like a snatch and grab. Like, he deserved it.
He was consistent through the whole match. I think I saw some of the highlights, and Shapovalov, he hitting the edge of the racket, flying off, and just didn't seem like the same Shapovalov we're used to seeing.
Yeah, now I feel like an idiot for picking him as well. A guy I potentially see doing an upset. He has all the ability, to be fair, but at the end of the day, my main guy, Rafa Nadal, still in.
Yep.
Comfortable win first round, and he's going to go all the way.
Well, if you still believe that, then that's good for you. But my main man, still in. Nick Kyrgios, cruising through.
He's not
we
cruising.
knew he would. Well,
he's
straight sets.
He's doing well.
Straight sets.
I think he dropped a set, did he not, in the last one?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, straight sets.
I think he's straight sets.
Fair enough.
He's doing it for...
No, Nick, I'm happy for Nick. I love Nick. He's obviously such an entertaining player to watch, and it's good to see that he's actually playing well and actually making the results happen for him. Because sometimes he can win smaller competitions, but when it gets to the main thing, like the big Grand Slam, he's been missing a bit. So
yeah,
hopefully he goes. I think looking at the draw, he's got a good chance of potentially meeting either, I think it's Karen Khachanov or Rafa Nadal.
Wow.
So it's going to be interesting. It's probably going to be a Nadal again.
Yeah.
And then we'll see
most
how that
likely.
goes.
What did you think of...
Maybe me and you head-to-head then.
Well, if it's Nadal, Kyrgios, I think that's the tie everybody wants to see.
Yeah, it'll be a spectacle.
They've got a little
they've
bit of
got that
a
rivalry as well. There's a bit of hatred there, and that always makes tennis better.
Like the fan favourite versus the... I think Kyrgios is a bit of a fan favourite in Australia for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But...
No, they're both very popular players, but...
I reckon Rafa's got more support in Australia than Kyrgios, though.
Oh, I don't know. I doubt that, mate. They must love him.
Well, the old tennis neutrals...
Have you not seen the Aussies watching sport?
Oh, yeah.
They're the most passionate fans you could have.
They love it, but...
I thought you was Aussie, no? What's happened to your Aussie impersonation?
I'm already...
I thought you were sticking up for the Aussies today.
I am sticking up for the Aussies, but I just think Rafa's got such a he's in such high demand all around the world. He just, I don't know, he's just got that wow factor that people just are drawn to. He will draw people into a stadium, whereas I'm not sure Kyrgios could draw as many people into a stadium as...
I'd be surprised. I would never underplay what Kyrgios can do for the sport in terms of like the audience he brings in.
No.
And not just that, it's a new audience as well.
And
people
once he's
who are not so keen on tennis, they'll watch it because it's him.
Once he's won the Australian Open,
Right.
then everyone will be flocking to see him.
The hat was enough. They don't want to see your pants as well.
Exactly. Another game I wanted to point out. Evans, had a bit of a
scare, didn't he? Started off slow.
This McDonald,
There's no mug, was
no,
it?
no, I was watching that. That was one of the games
Ronald
I was watching.
McDonald didn't mess around.
Ronald McDonald. I know. He brought everything with him, and it looked like he was going to steamroll Evans. But
it's such an American name as well. It's Mackenzie. Mackenzie McDonald.
Mackenzie. Yeah, Mackenzie McDonald.
No, he was playing. Funny enough, that was the game I was actually watching.
Yeah.
I was watching a lot of that game, and he went 2 sets up, and he was really quite he was very comfortable with it in terms of like he was playing well, like really good, solid tennis. Evans was making a few mistakes. Some of the games were quite tight and could have gone either way, to be honest. But Mackenzie's just had that extra edge.
It seemed like he just wanted it a little bit more. It seemed Evans seems like a bit sluggish from the off.
Yeah. The thing is, it's sad for me to really comment on this one because I fell asleep at 2 sets down. So
no.
I woke up to see him with 3-2. I was like, what just happened? I just didn't see that happening. No. Although there was a spell where I thought Evans, like in the second set, where he was really pulling some good points together. And I thought, this is where he's going to take it from there. But he just didn't seem to pick it up. But he did eventually, clearly.
Yeah, it took third,
I think his class did eventually prevail.
Yeah, I think that was the main thing. I think when he finally got going, when he got going, hard, it's 6-1, 6-2, 6-3.
Impressive, yeah.
Done. But, other than that, in the first round, we had like some big 5-set matches as well. There was Benoit Paire, Steve.
Yeah, wow, yeah. I saw a bit of that.
Gave him a good run for his money.
Steve looked impressive, mate.
That's it.
We only watch the Steve on the lower sort of ranked events, but to see him on such a big stage, playing against a very relatively impressive player in Benoit
Top 25.
Paire, it was really good to see, and he played really well. He had so many different opportunities to break him, but Paire was... There were so many times he was up, like, he had 2 break points or 3 break points in some situations, and Paire just clawed it back every time.
He's good at doing it. And then that last set, I think he just ran out of steam.
He did,
6-0.
Yeah. But it bodes really well for the Steve. I was really impressed how well he did play, and the level of tennis he was able to reach.
And he's sort of getting to the peak of his career. Well, I wouldn't say he's a youngster. He's 29.
Yeah.
So he's finding his peak form later in his career.
Yeah, that happens with some players. To be fair. You would not think it, mate. The way he moves around the court, he's like a 20-year-old.
That's it.
So not that 29's old, but like...
He's doing something well in sport.
Yeah, his movement's brilliant,
Yeah. A couple of other ones to pick up on. Well, the Aussies were coming out in force. So we had the mailman, always delivers, John Millman, taking out...
I like that.
Taking out Humbert. Yeah. The French...
He's
French
a champ, isn't he?
French.
ATP, he's just won an event.
Has indeed.
He just beat Benoit Paire in the final, so he was in good form. No mug on the hard court either.
Not at all.
And beaten, yeah.
Yeah, incredible.
Good match. It was one we picked out before. We thought it was a very tight affair.
Yeah, very.
I think having the home crowd behind him definitely gave Millman the edge in that one.
I think so. I think you're right there. Moving away from like the men's, we spoke about in the last show. Goff versus Venus Williams.
Yeah, Corey Goff did it again.
Done it again. Williams.
People say lightning can't strike twice, but it does for Corey Goff.
She's done it again.
She's done it again.
She's coming for you, Serena.
What a player.
That's
what a player.
Well, that's it.
A future champ, maybe.
She's beat her on hard. She's beat her on grass.
Do you know the funniest thing about it all? She's not actually playing that good.
No.
She's not playing like out of her skin, impressive. She's just getting it done. And that is a sign when someone's able to do that, especially being that she's so young, if they're able to get things done, just like in football, when teams aren't playing well and they're winning games, you know that's a sign of a real, true competitor.
I think she's
champion.
I think she's learned a lot in the last year. She's had to grow up.
She's matured a lot. She's been forced to mature.
Well, you saw, like, after they had the Wimbledon, she was expected to steamroll everybody in every tournament, and she came up short nearly in the tournament afterwards.
I'll tell you what I love about her, Dad in the crowd. Have you seen it?
No, I've not seen it.
He's always in the crowd. And every time she wins, he's just going nuts. He's like always up on his seat going, "Hey, she goes."
That's what you like to see, though.
Yeah.
Well,
So much passion.
Can you imagine that? Like,
Some of the parents, like, you just see, like, they're a bit more nervous. You know what I mean?
Oh,
With
yeah.
her, he's so vocal. Like, he's always standing up, like, clapping, going crazy.
Well, that's testament to him. He's probably...
He must be so proud.
Oh, for sure. Look how young she is. Like, that's just a child playing against...
Relevant at her age. If your kid's doing that,
she's
pretty impressive.
She's just destroying women in their 30s on the tennis court, which is
careers.
Yeah, literally. Not saying
Venus will never ever step foot on the court again.
Yeah, well, she might, just for money.
Beyond exhibition.
That's it. Well, she's still a Grand Slam champ herself.
Yeah,
so
we can't disrespect Venus, really.
that's it, but she's always been in the shadow after Serena took over. But yeah, maybe Goff, she's the future.
Yeah, for sure.
And your girl...
Which one?
Had a little bit of a scare. Ashley Barty.
Oh, no scare there, mate. No scare.
A little bit.
A little bit
of a scare.
Cruise control. She's just playing up to the crowd. She wanted to make it more of a spectacle. She didn't want it over and done within an hour. She wanted to make it a bit longer.
Maybe. But I think the Australian fans thought, God, our best hope for glory is going out in the first round.
I think Nick Kyrgios was the best hope for glory.
Well, he's not world number one. Barty is. But yeah, she did well, came back from that set down and just completely tore her apart, limb from limb.
Yeah, just like I said, just a bit more, making it a bit more fun, keeping it interesting.
Making it more fun.
Barty party's still going, don't worry.
The Barty party.
I'm in attendance.
You're leading it, aren't you?
Of course. When Barty lifts that cup, mate, I'm going to come into work just celebrating so much.
No, it's not if Osaka's got anything to say about it.
Oh, no chance.
You see in the men's draw, after a good result for Martin, he beat Shapovalov, had some nice words to say to the camera afterwards.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He just declared his love for a camera after his match.
I think it was in the interview, wasn't it? Or...
No, it was on the call after the match. After the match, like, obviously his adrenaline was pumping, he just won his game, and he's got on there like, saying how much he loves his girlfriend. So.
I know, and the crowd responded.
But they had fun that night.
Another big thing on the agenda, Djokovic. Had a little bit of a scare there.
No, it was never a scare.
Dropped a set.
It was just a bit of a surprise.
Struff.
It was a massive surprise.
Struff take a set off.
Struff played really well, so I didn't actually watch it, but I've just been. I was looking at some of the highlights and what people were saying online, and it seems like Struff really put up a fight. Like sometimes you play against Djokovic in the first round, and you're thinking, "Oh, well, I'm out already. What's the point?"
Well, yeah,
and people just will crumble and just bend over and think, "What's the point?" But this guy really went for it and gave it his all. And hats off to him. Took a set off Djokovic. Not many people, like you was about to say, are going to be able to do that in this tournament.
No, in any Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he did really well. But now Djokovic is through. Well, I think he's going to have learnt from that first one. I don't think many other people are going to grab a set off him now. That'll probably be a bit of a wake-up call in the first round for him.
But
celebrated his 900th career win.
Wow. Not many players have done that.
No.
I think there's only like four
or five, is it?
Yeah, not many. It's a handful of players who have ever done that. So it's a brilliant achievement to have 900 ATP wins. Is amazing.
Well done, Novak.
Yeah.
Keep it going and win the tournament, isn't it?
Sinner started off well, comfortable
win. Yeah.
Just list off some of the ones who've won, some of the good wins.
Some of the good wins there.
The first round. In the women's, Rybakina come through.
Rybakina, yeah, she's
really good player.
She just recently had a tournament win before, so she's continued on from that WTA win.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's one to watch, I think, for the tournament.
In terms of the Brits, Evans did well.
Yeah, Evans did very well.
Konta didn't do so well.
Oh, Konta.
Konta went out.
That was I had some money on Konta, and I tell you what.
I don't know why you do it.
Johanna, or however you pronounce her name.
You called her Johanna.
Johanna. She let me down. Sad to see. I think just Ons Jabeur. She just had her number.
Well, she did it quite recently in Eastbourne.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's it. I didn't check that before. And I think she got destroyed then as well. So should have learned.
Should have learned from that one, amateur move, mate.
But
in terms of the other Brits, who else did we
Heather-
have?
Heather-
Heather Watson.
Heather
I'd
Watson.
like to apologise formally for me saying that she passed
You
it
wrote her
because
off.
I wrote her off
There's
the other week.
I think the quote was, "There's no time on this podcast."
Yeah,
for
I'm
Heather
going to
Watson."
give her some time right now. I have not looked at her recently, and I haven't realised the last 6 months she's actually been playing really good. She had
has.
some really impressive results. She beat Elise Mertens just before,
Yeah,
and she's no mug. And that was, to be fair, she just about did it. It was a bit of a...
but
she still beat
at
her.
least
And she's still
Mertens was she
competing.
top 10.
Rybakina, she lost, but competed.
Yeah,
Got to a third final set. Could have been either way.
she's
She's been winning a lot of games, and she breezed... I think she breezed through the first round, right?
Let's just
She played quite well.
check. Yeah, she beat Kristina Pliskova in 3 sets, which she's a decent competitor, so she did really well there.
Good player, yeah.
Yeah,
No, so
very-
Heather Watson, one to watch. We'll see how she does. I think, unfortunately, she's drawing Elise Mertens in the next round. So it's going to be another rematch. She's beat her once. She's at 4s. Any gamblers out there, so we'll see how she does it. Interesting to see.
Yeah, very.
She's flying the flag at the moment.
That's it. Come on, Heather. Coming away from that subject, they actually had some rain in Australia. Way. I know, finally.
How often do we celebrate rain?
I know. Well, in England, never.
Well, it's every day. We'd be celebrating every
well,
day.
yeah.
We're not that cheerful, are we?
I know, but yeah. Well, thank God that there's finally some rain in Australia, but it stopped the tennis. But yeah,
Koalas were loving it.
much needed. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I don't want to see the stop in play, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. Great for all the fires and everything. Unfortunately, with tennis, it's sort of throwing it around a bit in terms of like, I'm not sure which day we're on in terms
Yeah,
of
it's
like
a little
some
bit
some
confusing.
games are being pushed back to other days.
I know.
They're playing until like 1 in the morning. Like, really
Yeah,
quite
1 in
late
the
out
morning
there.
they're finishing their matches. It's crazy.
I think there was like
5-set match.
76 matches or 90 matches the other day. It's like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
And then you've
Yeah.
got some matches which are second or first round, which are playing, or so were supposed to be scheduled second rounds on the same day as third round matches.
Yeah,
It's a little bit confusing.
for sure.
Yeah. Speaking of the fires, one of our, well, not your favourite, but an American favourite, Big John Isner. He's pledged pre-tournament to donate $100 for every ace. And considering that guy, he's serving aces,
Mate, you do
Yeah.
like 30 in a game.
for fun. Yeah, so
Especially Grand Slam. If it goes 5 sets, mate, you'd expect him to do ridiculous
first
amounts.
match, 46 aces.
That's
Wow.
What, no, 30. What am I talking about? I'll probably do about 80.
And he had 4 tie breaks. So in the first match, so you're
Gosh.
getting your money's worth there for the for
Big
chat.
John, you'll always get your money with aces.
I bet he's hoping
I
he
don't know
doesn't.
about drop shots though. You're probably going to get about 50 quid.
I bet he's hoping he doesn't make the final now if he's serving that many a match.
Nah, so you're a good cause, man. I'm
Yeah,
sure
that-
he's happy to donate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They all are. It's good to see everyone doing it. Like,
Zverev,
there's
I've
not many
noticed
players
as
who
well.
aren't doing it. So
Zverev, every win, he's donating $10,000 as
Wow.
well. That's really nice of him.
yeah, I hope they can really sort this stuff out in Australia because it's sad to see.
Yeah, for sure. Another, a big casualty, shall we say? Another youngster,
All right.
Felix.
Yeah.
Uh,
Lost.
How do we say his surname?
Olga Elisami.
There you go.
Elisiami.
You're better with the pronunciation. You're normally with the first names rather than surnames.
Yeah, I know. Let's call him Felix. Yeah, he's not been playing. He's been in bad form of late.
Yeah, a
Struggled
little
in the
bit.
Davis Cup. Couldn't really pull together a set, let alone a match.
Losing to Golbis though,
Yeah.
it's not really. He's been playing quite well recently.
Golbis has been in really good form. I don't see it as a major upset.
He's
but
256 in the world versus 22 in the world. It's quite a big upset.
Oh yeah, no, it's probably one of the biggest upsets in the men's
yeah, for
from
sure.
the first round.
I
Anyway,
think
we'll
so.
get on to the
Massive.
second round shortly, but the first round was probably the biggest upset.
He's
Can't
come
think of
out
any
here-
other ones which were big upsets.
Well,
We're going to go on to the second round now.
yeah. Let's just have a look in the second round.
Mate, this is where I'm going to come to life.
Second,
Brilliant.
second round. Wow, I think one that we both called in the second round, Nishioka,
Yep.
destroying Dan Evans. Sorry to see the Englishman go out, but Nishioka, he's just incredible.
Them 5 sets, the game before, the match before, really has taken it out on him.
I still think he would have beaten him even without that.
I think it would have been closer, but
Closer.
Nishioka, we've both really admired him for a while. We saw him in the ATP Cup, repping for Japan.
Yeah.
Played some really exceptional tennis then, and on the hard, he's a really top player. So
incredible.
I'm really happy that he won. To be honest, I know it's sad the Brit went, but
Well, he's got a tough one next round, or in third round. Sorry to spoiler alert. Novak Djokovic through this time, bit easier.
You know what though? I fancy him taking a set.
But he did have a wild. I think it was was it a qualifier? He was beat Ito. Was he Chinese or Japanese?
Japanese.
Yeah.
Who beat Ito? Djokovic.
Djokovic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's in the second round. Yeah, he just breezed out.
Breezed him.
Ito's no good. I watched actually Ranganathan Ito,
Okay.
the Indian guy, and it's a funny game actually.
Why,
so
what happened?
he lost in straight sets. He was favourite. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Ramanathan. He's an Indian guy. He's top Indian seed. And there was a point in the game. Yeah. So he was favourite. This guy, bearing in mind, Ito was the underdog. They got to the third set. It's 4-all in the final set.
Yeah.
And deuce. So Ramanathan's. Oh no, it wasn't deuce. 30-all. In the final set, 4-all. Ramanathan served him, and they called one of his serves out.
Yeah.
And he was getting really angry about it. I'm not sure if it was one of his serves or one of his shots or whatever was out. They called it out, and he was like really upset about it, like getting really angry, wound up.
Yeah.
So what he's done is he's got his tennis ball and smashed it into the crowd. So he's then got a point violation.
Oh no.
So no, sorry, it was on a break point. Yeah, so he got a point violation. So he lost the game, and then the guy just served for the match. So it was on a break point, and he lost his head, lost his court at the very most crucial moment.
There you go, tennis.
Smashed it into the thing, and that's what happened. Lost the thing. And then he smashed up his racket, and that was it.
Mind games, mate.
It was done after that.
It's all a battle with your own mind, isn't it, on the court?
And then Ito come through, got Djokovic. See ya, pack your bags.
Yeah, well.
Off you go.
Sad, but that's what happens when you come up against these multi-Grand Slam champs.
Champions, yeah.
Yeah, well.
Someone we forgot about the women as well, Serena Williams, breezed through the first.
Yeah.
And now through the second as well.
Yeah.
Favourite for the tournament. It's good to see that she's bouncing back, and mate, no mug, is she? She's gonna be there to the death. Whether she wins it or not, she'll be there near the end of the tournament. It'd
be interesting to see who she's going to meet coming along along the way.
If it's either Osaka, is it a Pliskova or a Barty, Kvitova?
Let's have a quick look at the...
Any of them will be really tasty matches. Even a Rybakina. I'd like to see a Rybakina Serena Williams.
So when you were speaking earlier about Corey Goff winning against Venus Williams, lightning strike twice, how about Sloane Stephens?
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting story, yeah.
So...
Yeah, you're right. Crazy. So, 2018, they played each other in the same tournament, at the same stage. First set, Sloane out the traps fast, wins the set 6-2. In 2018, and like we've just seen the other night, 2020.
Yep.
Second set, upper break, chance to serve for the match, win it all, gets broken back, then gets broken back. The other girl holds, gets broken back again, loses the set 7-5.
Sloane.
Final set, loses 6-2, done, curtains, out. Either 6-1 or 6-2, I forget now.
Yeah, I think it was the exact... I think it was
6-2, yeah. And she's done the exact same thing in 2018.
Yeah, literally...
Against the same opponent in the same round at the same tournament.
Yeah.
So yeah, lightning does strike twice.
I bet she's hoping she doesn't meet her again.
Mate, imagine, I'm putting a bet on it next time. If that's the draw next year, I'm putting 10 quid on it.
But when I see Sloane Stephens is an upper set,
it's a match
I'll be
going
back
on
in
there,
Zang. Yeah, you never know, do you? Yeah, so that was one...
it's a good little... I'm sure you probably don't know about that, so it's another little interesting
Very
fact.
interesting.
Got plenty of them.
Let's move away to some other more interesting things from the second round. Your man, your countryman, Berrettini. What happened? A mammoth match with Tennis Sandgren.
Tennis is more than capable. We saw him in Wimbledon, he went quite deep. Beat some good people along the way. Beat Murray recently.
Yeah.
I know Murray's he's not exactly Murray of old. But tennis can win. He's proved that.
Last
big
year was a big
occasion he
year.
can rise. Obviously, that is his surface.
Yep.
He's been played probably that most of his career.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, he was just too resilient and too strong for Berrettini. Berrettini's been injured for a bit.
I was surprised.
Not been playing so much tennis.
That's true.
Has probably had a little effect, but his season last year was probably one of the most. It was the biggest. I think he won an award for the Stand-Up Player of the Year in terms of like rising through.
I think he's one of
He
those
become a
ones. He can threaten the big,
Oh,
like
yeah,
the top players.
He's got the
Like,
game.
and it's just sad to see somebody fall like with
I
his ability to fall so early.
He
in
did
the
really
tournament.
well in the US Open. I remember him playing against Monfils. Do you remember? 5-set game, went to a tie break in the final, won that. And I think then he come up against Nadal and Nadal.
He can definitely.
Or no, I think it was maybe Medvedev.
Possible.
He got beaten anyway after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, really impressive. I think he was in the semis even. So yeah, really great hope. The only thing with him, like you say, he come a bit unstuck. I think being laid off with injury has clearly not helped him. Tennis is a top player as well, very resilient. So yeah, it's impressive. Really.
Sad, and also sad. Another one of our favourites exits. Benoit Paire.
It was time for him to go.
He was on a tear until I said that.
It was time for him to go. He got through Steve, but like.
Well, it was a 5-setter in the first round, 5-set in the second round.
Who did he lose to?
Marin Cilic.
No,
well, he loves a hard court slam, doesn't he?
Yeah,
so,
good player.
Yeah.
Dropped off a bit recently.
Yeah, he's
still got that ability.
Getting a little bit older now.
Yeah, he's got that ability.
He's got the power. He's about 6'6", so he's always hard to play.
Yeah, come on then. Can you get on to the main?
You want the main man?
Get on to the main attraction.
The main man. You've heard of Logan Paul? This could be his brother, Tommy Paul. Tommy Paul.
Mate, Tommy Paul has burst onto the scene.
Literally.
A few years ago, no one knew who he was. I did.
Well, he was on the radar last year.
Didn't know who he was, and now he's made a name for himself.
He ruined a few of my bets last year,
so
that put him on my radar.
Hey, a few things about Tommy Paul you'll be surprised about. His favourite surface is not even hard.
What is it?
It's clay. He's a clay court player.
That's very weird because especially as being US, that's not really a common.
It's very rare. For US players, he's one of the only players whose preference is clay. There's not many on there. I was reading about it. It's really interesting. And do you know what he's won as a young junior? He won the French Open.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, won the French Open. And he played in the final. A very good player now. Another American. Taylor Fritz.
Taylor Fritz.
No mug, 20th in the world.
What about John Isner?
Nah, he was not. This is the young breed, mate. This is the young breed. None of that rubbish. This is the young breed. Taylor Fritz beat him in the final. They're both coming up the same sort of time.
Yeah.
They know each other well. They're big rivalry. And I think they played it again in, don't quote me, maybe Wimbledon or another young boys final. And Fritz come on top on that one. I think it might be US Open.
Yeah.
So it's like they've got a very prestigious junior career. So Tommy Paul's been known for a while as a top player, but he's only really now burst onto the scene. So growing up, he's from North Carolina, or I think is it North Carolina? Yeah, I think so. North Carolina guy, and he was scouted as one of the top guys there. He played against. He had this big rivalry growing up as a junior with Baird. I don't know if you don't know who he is.
No, I've not heard of him.
He used
Did
to
he
play
have a beard?
He used to play him all the time. Like they just always used to meet in finals, stuff like that. Most of the time, semi-finals. It was a massive rivalry.
Nice.
Huge in America. People knew about this rivalry.
Wow.
They played 14 times.
Like college football.
Yeah, it's like one of them. That's what I'm saying. This was the tennis equivalent of that.
Wow.
They played 14 times, and Tommy Ball beat him 10 of the times.
Wow.
So Tommy had his number a bit.
Where's the other guy now?
Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to look. I was meaning to look into it, but I've not seen.
It's
Baird.
No, that one's in beach volleyball. Isn't
It's Drew. Bird. That's not Drew. That's not him.
Oh, is it not? 19. Might be. It must be.
Nah, that's not Drew Bird.
You sure? Maybe it's not. I don't know. Must be.
It's Will Bird.
Will
Bird.
maybe was so depressed after he lost 10, he just retired.
Right, yeah,
retired.
I'll have a look and I'll find out for the next podcast where he's actually.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to
Tommy
hear.
Paul, he was like 190. He's been, well, as you know, he's been tearing it up on the Challengers. He's been entering the Challengers now. He's been winning. He went on a massive streak, winning against a lot of top people.
But what did he do in the Australian Open? You haven't even said yet.
Oh, I'm building up to it.
Oh, you're building up?
I'm building up to that. That's the final. That's the big kaboom. I've not even got to that level yet, mate. Basically, this guy has he's like a prestigious junior. He's come through, beating top players.
Yeah.
Eventually got into a slam, didn't do too great, round one or whatever, but he's been playing better and better and better. He's now reached 90th in the world, 91st.
Yeah.
Playing now in an Australian Open, and mate, he's tearing it. He faced in the second round, Grigor Dimitrov.
Yeah.
No one saw him winning that one, mate. Took it to 5 sets. And
the guy,
resilient. He's never played. He was saying he's never played 5 sets back to back like that.
The guy who's knocked out Federer at the US Open.
Yeah, that's
he
what I'm
just
saying.
beat him.
He's had 4 sets the round before. Now 5 sets. He's sitting with a day's rest, and he's playing in the doubles with Taylor Fritz.
Probably didn't see himself going so far.
He wanted bed, but he's gone missing since he's beaten all them times.
That's it.
He wouldn't answer his calls.
No, probably not, mate.
But no, amazing, man. He beat Dimitrov, and his style of play, for those who don't actually know.
Who's he up against in the next round?
Oh, I'm getting on to that. Don't you worry, you're jumping the gun. We're not on round 3 yet.
Oh, are we not?
His style of play, yeah, he's one of them. He's got a massive forehand, and he's quick around the court. So when he gets to the net,
quite a good serve.
Yeah, not bad. Good serve, yeah. He's a really good player. And next round, he's playing the one and only Martin Fucsovics.
Ah, no, not mine.
Martin Fucsovics.
He's
That's going to be.
Who are we backing on that?
Purely for experience, Martin. But I don't know. Like, I think he's
the form Martin's in.
Yeah,
and plus, he hasn't played a 5 set. He's probably going to be fresh.
He's going to be knackered. He's knackered.
Yeah,
he's
after playing
really
Dimitrov,
his body's not used to it. He's not used to playing that amount of tennis.
Dimitrov makes you run around the court as well.
Yeah.
He can hit the lines. So.
Oh, he's a player you don't want to play if you're literally knackered.
I know. And he'll probably, Sharapova's probably glad he's out. He can stop on trying to impress her with all these different outfits he's wearing.
They're not together anymore.
I know. Do you see what he wore to the match the other day? It was like
I liked it. I thought it looked good.
What was it? It was like some weird...
It was a tracksuit.
Yeah, like... What did it have on it? Looked like,
it was like all these patterns.
Looked like pyjamas.
Looks like Ali G. I was getting a bit of an Ali G vibe.
A little bit.
You need like a chain or something.
Just needed those glasses on, didn't it? That would have been funny.
I'm missing to say from the second round, or generally in total, like how it's been going.
Well, the tournament so far
is a gut.
Oh, yeah.
He's my guy, and he's one of them guys, who's been going under the radar because he's quite a quiet guy. He doesn't seem to bring much attention to himself.
Never.
He just goes about his job, gets it done. Unbeaten in 2020. On an 11 games winning streak.
Unbeaten this decade.
Unbeaten this decade, mate. He's no mug. He's been winning game after game. He's only dropped 1 set in the last 9 matches or something. He's been playing exceptional tennis, playing against good opposition, and he's just walking away with people. He disposed of Feliciano Lopez like he wasn't even there.
Mate, he's just a top player.
8th in the world, brilliant player, and he's just going. Going. I'm interested to see who he gets next. I think that
Cilic.
I think he'll beat Cilic.
I think so, yeah.
And he's playing so good. So a gut is someone who I want to give him some recognition right now on the pod. A gut, we see what you're doing. We're proud of you. I'll keep it up, man. You're killing it. You're always going to be in Rafa's shadow, but mate, there's some good Spanish players out there. Even Corina Busta goes in the shadows.
Well, look who he's been.
Good player.
When was the last time he lost a match? Actually, going back. Oh wow, last one was to Rublev.
Yeah,
and that was a long time ago. We're talking like 10 matches.
That's what I'm saying. It's a ridiculous run he's been on. And I feel like it's been gone under the radar a bit. People have not been talking about it.
No, he's just because of Rafa, probably.
Yeah, but talking about runs, and Rublev, what a perfect thing. What an amazing match he had against one of our favourite players.
Well, the
O'Connell.
The home lad, Chris O'Connell, wasn't it?
Yeah, what a match.
Mate, he won 6-love in one set.
He won a set
6-love against Rublev.
He had his chances as well. In the final set where he lost to make it 3-1, I think he lost 7-5 in the tie break, so it was very tight.
Name to have on the radar for next year.
Yeah, Chris O'Connell, really good player.
Yeah, he's up and coming.
Very much as hard, I think, but we'll see how he...
He's not bad on clay.
Is he?
Yeah, he's pretty decent. But yeah, keep your eye out for him.
Anyway, enough about the Australian Open. I think we've done that drive. I'm sure we've missed plenty of them.
Who would you say from the first couple of rounds would be your biggest loser so far?
So let's do that new segment, what we're introducing to the show right now. It is L of the Week.
L of the Week.
Not even L of the Week. L of the last few days.
L of the tournament so far.
So go on then, you take us off first, Ben.
For me,
who's your L of the Week?
Somebody who's
taken the biggest L?
I was on the hype train from last year from the US Open of Dominic Kopfer.
Yep.
I was thinking this guy's going to be doing big things in 2020. What happens? He just goes out straight sets. Like,
what did he play in the US Open? Medvedev, was it, who beat him?
He took a set off Medvedev, though.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
good.
He had an incredible... I watched the match against Medvedev, and he was well in the match for the first, three...
I think he's a worthy L.
But I don't know what happened to him.
Do you my L of the Week?
Yeah, go
Felix.
For it. Felix.
He's just not hitting the heights, man. He's just been struggling from the ATP Cup. He just can't seem to find the call. He's the way I've been watching him play. He's just like his shots just so off. He's like either overhitting everything or just
slicing
it thing.
He said he wasn't
clearly
that
not
bothered.
feeling himself. Something's not right.
He said he wasn't that bothered about going out though. He
Really?
said he still felt good, but it's a bit of a straight. Like when you're ranked 22 in the world and you're not bothered about going out of.
The problem is though, because he's such a high ranking, he's always got that pressure on him now to always compete at a high level. Don't get me wrong, he's more than capable to, but I feel like he should have done a bit more than Gulbis. So for me, he's the L of the tournament so far, biggest L.
Yeah, I think so.
So if we have a toss, who are we going to go for? Who we agree? And you say Koepfer, I say...
Koepfer's, I think, his ranking's like about 100 anyway.
Yeah.
And your guy's gone out to the number 250 in the world.
So I think Felix wins that.
Sorry, Felix.
Congrats, Felix. You won. L of the Week.
L of the Week.
The first one.
Right, but everybody, that's the roundup from the first couple of rounds. Hope you've enjoyed it.
Hope you're watching as well.
That's it. So,
I don't mean the podcast, I mean the actual tennis.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's great that you're watching us, but keep watching the tennis, keep supporting it.
Definitely.
It's on Amazon Prime. Some really impressive games. Great tournament. I know it's late for us British lot, but
yeah, keep up to date with it.
Somewhere else.
And if you can't keep up to date with it yourself, then just keep up to date with it through us.
Exactly. If you don't want to stay up too late, just tune into the podcast. We're going to keep running this podcast, and we'll give you the expert opinions about all the games. There's no silly business going on here. We know our stuff. We know our tennis. Look, eat, sleep, tennis.
Repeat.
We
will be repeating.
And we will be repeating. So thank you for listening. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm JG.
And I'm Ben. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and then we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.